Hi everybody, Angie Hunt here, and we are in studio at LDRS Creative tonight for another craft class live. Super excited to be with you guys tonight. I've even got my Harvard shirt on, so I've got my brain working. We'll see.
I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't go that far. Nice, nice. So I've got my trusty husband slash producer in my corner. He's got my back tonight, I can see.
Trying.
Trying, yeah. So anyway, it is so good to be back here with you guys again tonight. Let me see, Ellen, I don't see any comments or anything yet.
Oh,
So I'm not sure what you're working on over there. You do look busy, but I can't tell who's here or what's going on.
how's that?
That's much better. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
He's actually busy because for those of you that know, we redid the studio end of last year, I guess, and we still don't have handles on the drawers. So anyway, we've been waiting for someone who was going to be doing that for us, and it's taking a little bit longer than planned. So Alan's actually looking into buying a tool so he can measure it. And so he's actually working on LDRS stuff. He's just not doing what he's supposed to be doing right now. Anyway, welcome to everybody who's coming in. Looks like we have a lot of people coming in. Thank you so much. For those of you that don't know us, we are located in Michigan. So for those of you who are in Michigan or a nearby state or any state for that matter, or any country, no matter where you're coming in from, I'd love for you to leave us a little love out there. Let us know where you're coming in from. So let's see, we've got, I just saw Angel is here. Carol is here from Ohio. Darla from Indiana. Brenda is in. I need to get a Harvard shirt so my brain will work. Did you notice it says just kidding? Harvard Law, just kidding. There's no way they'd take me. I can't even get it straight. I'm pulling on the wrong side. Oh, well. Mary Ann is here, and Barbara, hello from South Carolina. Teresa Jarvis is here. Oh, how did the garage and basement cleanup go? I got to tell you, Mr. Alan Hunt really stepped it up. Our garage looks fantastic. The dumpster did arrive on Friday, and he really kicked some major butt. So that is actually all organized. We've ordered 2 more cabinets to come in because we didn't have enough. But at least we don't have too many cabinets, more than we need. And he's already started on the basement, so it's really great. So I'm so happy and excited. I cannot wait until it's all done because I can't stand clutter. So anyway, back to this. Thank you for asking. Dawn is in from New Jersey. Hello to Dee from Ohio. Kathleen Finnegan is here, and Lynn from Ontario, Canada. Terry Wiegand is here from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hello to Dawn and Melanie. Angel, I see your name coming up again. Connie Dunbar. Hello to Lori Langemeyer, who's right near us, not very far. Yes, Agnes, he is a keeper. So many people coming in. Thank you so much. Hello to Sherry Hunt from Arizona. Okay, so let's see. Tonight we're actually going to be playing with, hopefully you guys have seen this, and some of you I know have already gotten your hot little hands on the Kind Regards bundle that we put out. So for those of you, again, that might be new, if you don't know, we have started this year scheduling these classes 2 weeks in advance. And so we will put up a special bundle of products. It's already discounted, and it's for the class, for the craft class. So there's actually, under the bundles, I think it is. Actually, Linnea, help me out here. I'm trying to remember where it is on the website. But we actually have it might be under promos, where we actually have like the craft class live bundles very specifically. We'll always have 2 bundles out because we'll always have 2 classes scheduled at one time. So anyway, Those are already discounted, so kind regards. It's a 4x6 stamp set and the coordinating stencils. That's what we're going to be playing with tonight. So really fun. I actually haven't crafted with these yet, so super excited. Had to get mine from the warehouse today so that I would have something to craft with. So I have planned absolutely nothing. This is going to be on the fly. Linnea is saying that it is under bundles in the store if you're looking for it. So, and those are only up for a limited time. So they're up there for basically for 2 weeks. So it'll run. If you didn't want to get it before the class, but during the class you might decide that you want it, you will have until the end of the day the following Sunday. So today's Thursday, so this next Sunday by the end of the day, that bundle will drop off and it will no longer be available in a bundle or at that special price. So it's really, really good to get in on that while you can so you get that special price. And you know, we also put up a limited quantity of bundles as well too, so really a good idea to jump at those. So I am going to show you one more thing real quick. So for those of you that saw, speaking of bundles, we put together, we're going to go overhead real quick because I do want to mention this. If we can go overhead, Alan, Mr. Hunt. So I do want to mention this, the Beautiful Day Bundle. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. The Beautiful Day Bundle, it includes the 12 by 12 papers. It includes all 3 of the Beautiful Day ephemera. And this is the only place that you can get the exclusive Beautiful Day stamp set. Now, I do want to tell you, we actually sold out of what we had like pretty doggone quickly. That's why when you go to the website, it'll be up for pre-order right now because we're waiting, and we sold out of the stock of the stamps that we had. So we're actually going to be getting more of these in a couple of weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So, but it is going to be limited quantities again. We're going to do another run of it. And so if you want this bundle, I do want to tell you about it real quick. So you'll not only get these, so you get the icon ephemera, the floral ephemera, and the tag ephemera, the 12 by 12 papers. There's actually 12 sheets, double-sided, and it's a beautiful pattern. Our 12 by 12 sheets are not sized only for scrapbooking. They're sized so you can use them for card making too. So when you get this, you're also going to get an email that has a tutorial. It's a written tutorial instruction that you can download, and it's going to walk you step by step with photos through 10 cards. You're also going to get a QR code that will take you to an exclusive video that is going to walk you step by step through making those 10 cards. So I just wanted to show you a few of the cards. This is, let me move this over because it almost is like too much stuff. So I just think they're so cute. So if we could zoom in, Alan, that would be really nice. Hello, Deborah from Michigan. Welcome. So here is one of the cards, and you can see that we're using the beautiful ephemera as well as those stamps. I love bringing the stamps into it. It's so, so fun. And we've got the papers in the background. Now, you know, you are going to be adding some of your own craft stash to it. So for example, you know, if you have a scalloped die, if you have any tags that you want to add in, some of it is already die cut, like this beautiful one of a kind that's part of the ephemera. You're going to be stamping in the background. I love the combination of the stamping with the papers and with the ephemera. So this one, I love gatefold cards. So this is a beautiful gatefold. And then you can actually stamp one of the sentiments on the inside. So really, really fun. They're quick and easy cards because you've got everything that you need. There's no coloring, no painting. Look how cute that is. Just darling. So I just wanted to show that to you just to kind of, you know, let you know what you got coming there. So all right, so on to the purpose of tonight. Hello to Penny from Michigan. My mom's name is Penny, and she's from Michigan, so hello. Wendy is coming in from Fleetwood, PA as well. Very nice. Welcome, 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 everybody. Okay, so these are the star of the show. I've also pulled these, but I don't know if I'm going to be using them. But I wanted to let you guys know, too, I haven't been using the arches because they were out of stock, and we just got the restock back in. So the arches dies. Oh, Melanie Smith is here. Hello, Melanie. Welcome. Melanie, if you don't know, is one of the owners of the Better Press Babes Facebook group. So Melanie, feel free always whenever you come in here, if you want to, you know, put your discount code up there, put a link to your Better Press group. That would be really, really great. I'm sure people would love to join in there. So anyway, back to this. So we had sold out of the arches, the dies, and the stencils, and they came back in stock. So I decided to pull these. I'm going to see if I end up using them. I kind of have a plan. Here's my stencils back here. I don't know if you can see them back in there, but I have them all stored in my little pouch. I don't have my kind regards in there yet because I literally just grabbed these. I haven't worked with them yet, but this is what the arches look like. It's 5 stencils, and they're all in different sizes, and they all coordinate perfectly with the arches dies. And then I thought I would grab this dot to dot. We'll see if I use it. Don't know. But it's a really, really fun background stencil. So I thought, since we're going to be working with, ta-da, the Dip-N-Dabs. So absolutely love these. These are the Dip-N-Dabs. Now, when you get your Dip-N-Dabs, these are brand new. These are in the store. I'm going to show you how to use these today. You're going to get 8 in total in your in your order. So it's going to have LDRS Creative on one side, and then the rest of it, I labeled mine. So yours are going to be plain white, solid white, with the LDRS Creative. When you open that up, this is where your little pouncer is. Okay, they're kind of like a spongy foam, so they're really fun. Now, I do want to tell you, we do have a link on the Dip-N-Dabs on the product page on the website. If you want, you can click on that, and you can see on the front here how I have labeled mine. So I have Boysenberry Blast. Those are our hybrid ink colors. And so I have the rectangle for that, and then I have the squirrel. Why am I saying squirrel? The circle on the tops, okay? So I've given you links. We designed label pages that coordinate with some Avery label sheets if you wanted. You don't have to do this. It's totally up to you. But we've already got all of our hybrid inks labeled there. Free downloads, doesn't cost you anything. If you're just getting those for whatever reason, you do have to go through the checkout process, but it doesn't charge you anything. But it's the only way to get your download link is to finish up that checkout process. But anyway, it makes it really easy because then you can just print it out on your Avery labels. And we even give you the Avery label number, all right, so you can get your labels. And then I literally just dabbed the color on each of those and went to town. So when I open mine up, I can see what it is, whether I'm looking at the lid, at the top. So all pieces are labeled, and it makes it easy. So I've got 4 colors here, so you can see my colors. I've got Pink Tutu, Tickle Pink, Fandango, and Boysenberry Blast. Again, we'll see what I use. Don't know exactly yet because I haven't done this yet. And then I also grabbed Prickly Pear Perfection, Olive Branch, and Evergreen. And I have those in my inks here as well. Okay? Who else is coming? So many more people coming in. So hello to Renee from Southern California. Linda is here. Phyllis, hello, thank you so much. Victoria is here from KC, Illinois. Traveling but still looking. Good for you. Thank you for joining us. Susan is here from Salem, Oregon. Stephanie Sharples, welcome.
Stephanie Sharples.
Stephanie Sharples. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start playing. So what do I have over here? What else have I grabbed? I've also grabbed Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cardstock. And I have some black. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but we'll see. I'm going to grab one of these. What else is happening? Oh, okay. I've also grabbed my clear embossing powder. So we're going to work with some embossing powder. I have my 100-year-old anti-static. And I've got Raven hybrid ink as well. And I've got my little heat gun. So I am going to, let's see, let me move stuff over. I have so much stuff. So much stuff. Okay. So I've got my little Misty. If anybody wonders, sometimes we get questions, what is that stamping tool? This is a Misty. This is one of the small ones. It's actually what I use the most. Now, so for those of you that don't know, with your hybrid inks, this is like your go-to ink. You can use it for so many things. It's fantastic with your letter pressing, right, with the Better Press. You're going to be able to stamp with it, color with watercolors, color with alcohol markers, with pencils, so on and so forth. So many different things you can do with it. But did you know you can emboss with it, with your embossing powders? This is a combination ink, so it's really, really great. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know, like I said, what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to stamp my little kind regards. Isn't that pretty? So, so pretty. We're just starting to see flowers blooming here in Michigan, so it's really nice. I love flowers. I don't care how many flower stamps I have or how many flower press plates I have or whatever it is, it's just not enough. So I'm going to stamp this in the middle. I am planning on cutting this out somehow. I just don't know how. So I am going to leave a little bit of space just to put my magnet down. I'm going to go ahead and collect it. Now, like I said, brand new, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a little bit of a wipe just to make sure I don't have any excess photopolymer around anywhere. I don't feel any, and also getting any chemicals from the manufacturing process off of there. I'm going to go ahead and just prep this with my anti-static. Get my clear embossing powder ready. Now the great thing about the hybrid inks is no matter what color you're stamping with, if you just have clear embossing powder, you're good to go. You're going to be able to get whatever color you want. Or whatever color your inks are, I should say. So I'm going to ink this a lot because I want this to be over-inked. Is that what I'm saying? Let's just clean that up a little bit. I don't want it over-inked. I'm just kidding. Get my Stampendable ready. Now I am going to ink this up a couple of times just because I want to lay a lot of ink down. You know what? I'm going to grab a different, this looks like one of my older ink pads. It doesn't look very wet. So let me grab this one, see if it's any better. I'm going to have to use my re-inker on that one. I always have a couple of black ink pads going, like 2 or 3 at one time, just so I can switch them if I need to. All right, let's see how we did. I'm still going to do one more. I should probably grab the one in my drawer. I'm pulling this out of my craft cart, which are the older ones. What?
How many ink pads do you have?
I know. Well, it's just I pulled these out of my craft cart, so these are the ones that are the most used. So I probably should grab one out of my drawer instead, because that would have been newer. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my powder on here kind of quickly before this dries. Make sure you spread that on there really good. Get any excess off and see how it clings to it nicely. That's what you want.
You want clingy?
You want that powder to cling. Okay, so I'm going to heat up my tool. I like to heat the tool up a little bit so that I don't have to put heat for too long on my paper because I don't want it to curl. There we go. So I'm using Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cardstock, still heating. There we go. This is always, it's still, you know, I've been heat embossing for years now, and it still always just looks like magic to me. I love this. I think it looks so cool. Getting a little bit of curling, but that's okay. The back side of that too. There we go. So pretty. Look how beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I'm always amazed at embossing, no matter how many times I do it. All right, let's move the black ink over. Hold on. There we go. Clean up on aisle 4. Extreme clean. Don't rub too hard with this because that is just a little bit of a felt tip there. Just give it a nice gentle smush. dab, yep.
Could you use the cleaner on the new stamp instead of from your hand, or do you need to rub off the?
What? I don't understand what you're asking me.
Could you use the cleaner on the new stamp instead of rubbing it with your hand, or are you rubbing it with your hand to remove scrap stuff?
No, I'm not. I'm dabbing it like that because it releases it as you press it.
No, I'm saying instead of rubbing your hand on it when it's new, when the stamp is new.
Oh, can I use? Oh, when it's a brand new stamp,
Yes.
can I use the cleaner on it?
Yes.
I would say you can if you want, but I'm not. That's only one of the reasons why I rub it with my finger.
Okay.
The other reason is if there's little, sometimes you'll get just little bits of polymer,
Tabs.
little tabs. Yep. Yeah, I mean, we've had some people who have, and I've seen it myself happen, where you go, why isn't this stamping right? Why does this get a little funky? Why is it missing that line there? And then you look at it, and there's just like a little bit of polymer that if you just kind of, peel it off of there, you're good. It's just a little bit of excess. So that does happen sometimes. So that's one of the reasons why I like to rub the stamp like that. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for now. And now we're going to kind of play. Let me get my stencils out. Now we show you on the back of the stencils, sorry about my arm. We show you on the back of the stencil, this is one stencil. It's a 6x6 stencil. What's going on over there?
Sorry, was that too loud?
Yeah. Okay, so on our stencil, I gotta get it in the light because I can't see very well. Sometimes the light in here isn't great. So on our stencil, I've already got ink on it. Anyway, it will say, and you'll see it better once it's actually inked up, but let me go over to this one. So we have the flower petals area, we have the stem area, and then we have the leaves area, okay? And then, of course, the stamp we're showing is sold separately. So they are designed to be used together because there's going to be little stem pieces and stuff that are going to show better when you use your stamp with the stencil. So this part here, right here, is your flowers. So we're going to go ahead and line this up with the flower. There we go. Excellent. I should have had my tape ready. Well, let me get let's get these out. I am still old-fashioned. I like to tape mine down. So even though I have my magnets, I do like to tape it down, especially when I'm doing, something with the embossing where it heat embosses, so it gets a little bit of a curl to it. I do like to make sure I have everything taped in place, have my stencil taped right to my paper. You don't have to do this. It's just me, overdoing it, let's say. So here's my very first pouncer. Now, the thing with the pouncers, you know what, I am going to tape off. I don't think I do. These are far enough away. The thing with the pouncers, now, the pouncers do not take, let me explain something here. The pouncers do not take the place of your brushes. The pouncers are an additional tool, okay? So you're going to use your brushes when you want to get that graduated, color blend, that real smooth, all over graduated color blend, really soft, really dark, whatever it is you want. Your pouncers, these are going to be pouncing the color in a more precise area through the stencil, but it's going to be releasing more ink with a single pounce than you're going to be getting with the brushes, okay? So it's two different applications. These are both tools that I encourage you to have in your craft room. So you're actually going to see me potentially use both of them today. So, one is for color blending, one is for color dabbing, all right? So I'm going to work with Pink Tutu here. I do still like to maybe go off once. Now I'm going to try and get this I don't want this to be real dark, heavy color. I just want it to be light, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a pounce here. There we go. Look how much ink comes off of that. It's so nice. But you are inking in a more precise area than you would with your brushes. There we go. A little bit of pink. Super, super simple. I'm going to go ahead and just dab off a little bit. I do like to get any excess off of there. And then just put it in the little holder. You can let it sit there like that if you want, or you can cover it up and put it aside, which is what I'm going to do just in the interest of space. Now I'm going to go to my next color, and we're going to see, I don't know if I'm going to use all of those colors. I may not. I might only use these 2 colors. So my next color is, let me get this one out of the way, is the Tickled Pink. All right, so now I'm going to kind of dab a little bit around like the outside, just to kind of get a little bit of a toon tone look. But again, with these, you're not going to get as gradual a look, you know, that it's not as precise as you're going to get with the brushes. But I can still get a two-tone look just by being a little bit careful. So it's still really pretty. That looks really nice. Just get that excess off of there. I don't even think I'm going to go up to the next colors. I think if I had bigger flowers, I might do that. I might go up to the next color. But what I think I am going to do is come back into the center again with my pink tutu. Right into that center. There you go, just to kind of brighten that a little bit more. I think that looks really pretty. All right. Now some people have said, do I have to use one color for each pouncer? And I would say, you know, some of it depends on the inks that you're using. But you could probably get 2 colors, like a light and a medium with each of these. You just want to brush off excess, you know, before you move to the next color. So I do have 1 pouncer for every color. So when I open up my drawer, it's a little rainbow of color, which I love. It's so pretty. But it's not necessary. You don't necessarily have to do that. So look how pretty that is. I like it. I may have been off a little bit with the placement of my stencil, but that's okay. Gives me white highlights. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. All right. Give that a little bit of a dry. And then I'm going to move over to,
Stems.
what?
Stems or leaves?
I'm going to do leaves. They're lighter. Let's see if I can do a better job placing this one. There we go. So this is going to be for stems. It's also, or for leaves. The next one will also be for leaves and maybe a little bit of shadow. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start with Prickly Pear Perfection. Oh, you're saying I missed that little bud? I got that little bit of that pink, but we're going to get the outer part of it with the green. There we go. I don't think I have my stencil in the right place. Sorry, I can see I don't have my stencil placed right. There we go, that's better. I was leaving white and I just knew it was not right.
And blowing red.
You can see how much ink is coming out of these. Let's see how we're doing here. Yep, I missed some of the little bud underneath, but that's okay. It'll be highlights. And then I'm going to come in, I think, I'm going to do a little bit of evergreen. Let's press that down. I'm going to try a little bit of evergreen. Now this is a really deep, deep green. And I just want to get a little bit kind of here and there. So I'm literally just being very, very gentle with this one. Just kind of at the base of some of these leaves. And I don't feel, see, this is where you might, you know, sometimes when you have the smaller areas with the pouncers too, keep this in mind, you may not be able to get into some of those tiny, tiny little areas. And that might also be where your brush comes in a little bit. But if you want to have the little highlights like I was talking about, then you're kind of good. I think I'm getting a little bit of green through there. Some of the smaller areas it doesn't necessarily get right in there. Oh, that looks so, so cute. It's darling. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to give this a wipe.
I might be able to do this.
You might be able to do this. It's that easy, isn't it? Yeah. I love it. I love working with stencils. I just think it's so fun. See, I could go back over and move my stencil a bit and get that bud right there that I'm at the side of it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave it because I think it looks kind of cool. Okay, so let's get right in here. Now this is going to be the darker evergreen. I'm going to tape right here so I don't get that. Just trying to make sure I press it into there enough. Some of the really skinny areas, it doesn't want to actually get the color in. So you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I don't have a green brush. Alan, can you get me a green brush?
Sure I could.
Will you?
Green brush.
Yeah, the green brushes, they're in that second drawer right there. So when you have those really skinny little areas, you may not be able to get, just give me a dark green right there. Yeah, yeah, right there. It's in your hand. Yep. So again, good to have your brushes. I am going to just kind of press those bristles in there and get that, because you do have to remember for the really, really small areas, this is just a little bit of foam, so it's not going to press into those teeny tiny little areas. So you might have to use it along with your brush. But look how pretty that is. I love these pouncers. It's a lot faster, I think, than that graduated blending, you know, than if you're doing that. It's just, when you're doing this kind of stenciling, I think it's much easier and faster this way. So let me wipe this off. There we go. And just get any excess off of here. and put these away. So I think that's really all that we have to do. Yeah, get any excess off of here and put it away. So cute. I love these. I mean, to say no, they're just darling too, aren't they? I just think they're so cute. Oh, okay. So that is it for the stenciling. I'm going to go ahead and put my stencil away. Oh, maybe not. See, this is why I've got to get this into one of my storage things. Putting these back into these bags is not an easy task. I had to put it in one of my storage pouches. We'll be doing that after class. Okay. What do we have going on now? Let's see. Now I got to actually design a card. What's going to happen? This is where I thought I might play with these, with the stencils, the arch stencils, and the arch dies. What?
You can use them again because we have them.
I can use them again, yes, because we have them. So I might actually cut some of this. Maybe like this. I thought might be pretty. I should have moved it over. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. Let's see if I can fit one of those sentiments in there if I want. Maybe a miss you right there. Oh, I like a miss you. How about a miss you? There's thank you. What do we have here? Hugs and kisses. All the best, best of friends. Thank you, miss you, and love you. Love you looks so pretty there. Look how pretty that. Maybe I'll do this. This, you know what? Alan and I are celebrating our 24th wedding anniversary tomorrow. I think I will do a love you card.
Oh.
And I will put that right there.
And I could give it to you.
No, you won't give it to me.
Yes.
No, I would be giving this card to you, you goofball.
Well, we'll
Okay.
give it to each other.
So funny. I am going to cut it so that that stem is cut off a little bit so it looks like it goes right off of the page a bit because I think that's neat. And I'm going to tape this on here. Oh, thank you, everybody. Everybody's wishing us a happy anniversary. Thank you.
I wish you a happy anniversary today.
All right, so I am going to cut right through the flowers so it looks like it's just growing right into there. I just think it's so pretty. I like that. We'll see how this works. Going to go through the die cutting machine. Ooh. Did you hear that? That was loud. Still shocks me when that makes a lot of noise. All right, let's get this off of here. Well, that's not happening, is it? What is a girl to do? There we go. The tape, if anybody is wondering, love this tape. It's my favorite tape. And it is the mint tape from scrapbook.com. And then let me just get this little bit off of here. There we go. All right. Look how pretty that is. Now, where's my stamping tool, stamping tool. It's so pretty. I love how that feels. I love embossing. All right, so now we're going to do a sentiment, and I think I said I was going to do miss you, because I think it's so pretty. So that is going to go right here. No, not miss you. What am I thinking? I'm a goofball. I decided on love you.
Miss you.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Where'd he go? He's in the doghouse.
Oh, for gosh sakes.
Gosh, there's a lot of people
Is
celebrating.
everybody laughing at me right now? I'm just
Many
making sure this
years.
is straight.
Wow.
All right, let's see.
It's a lot of people celebrating.
Oh, really?
50th, 40th,
Wow.
32nd,
Lots of
33rd.
anniversaries. Well, happy
Yeah.
anniversary, everybody.
Yeah, those are big numbers on the board.
Connie says, my 50th is in June. Married my high school sweetheart. Oh, that's awesome. Melanie is saying, celebrating 40 years in June. Wow. Those June brides. I think I'm going to get my new, sorry. Ah, this is about to hit the floor. You might want to come over here. I'm getting a different ink pad. Yeah, I think it's going to hit the floor. There we go. This is better. Now it's inking better. Let me make sure that's straight.
What's gonna hit
It
the
looks
floor?
straight. That, because of the drawer.
You don't need that anymore, do you?
No, I don't. So you can actually unplug that.
How long ago was that?
Oh, you know what? I should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I can still. Why don't you plug that in? Why don't you give it to me? I'm going to heat emboss it. I didn't. I'm going to. That way it'll all be heat embossed. I'm telling you, crafting on the fly. There we go. I'm ending up with too many things in front of me. Looks great. Isn't that font beautiful? So pretty. Here, I'm going to actually ask you to cart some things away for me because my computer, all my stuff here, it's all too much. Too many things. Too many things. Okay. Let's heat this up. So pretty. Yay! Okay. Look how gorgeous. It's just so pretty. I love it. All right, clean up on aisle 4. Let me clean this up over here too. Got stuffs on it. Now that cleaner, by the way, is back in stock. We sold out of that. Kind of had a run on it, and it is back in stock. Let's see. Okay, now I'm thinking, Alan, can you come take this?
Yeah.
Thank you. I need a stamping block. Okay, because I'm thinking that I might do, we have a couple of fun little stamps in here. So like I've got a little ladybug here. Actually, I'm going to do that one first. Really adorable little ladybug that I think, let me get my scrap paper again. This is where I just like to kind of have fun and just kind of play and see what happens. So I have this little ladybug here. I'm just going to see what happens. Look how darling that is. So, so cute. So I'm going to put that little ladybug right here. That's so cute. It's just adorable. Just fun. Give that a little clean. It's on the little petal there. I could color it with markers if I wanted, but I'm going to leave it. It's just a little accent. But I do like these. I think these are fun. These are just like little sprinkles. Maybe I only do it once. There, that's kind of fun. Just to kind of, like that. Kind of fun. A little bit of texture. I just think it's pretty. Let's see. Don't want to do too much though. They almost look like some of the, like the, what is it, pollen or whatever that kind of blows from it when the wind blows. It's kind of pretty. Okay, so there's that. What else can we do? Let's see. So we have the card. This is going to go like here. I'm going to trim this down a little bit. So I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to have my white card base. Let's say this is my white card base. And then I'm thinking I'm going to have this kind of here. And then the next one will come in like this. This is how I layer things up to figure out what I'm doing. That's what I'm kind of thinking. And then I'm thinking I will put this here. But then I'm thinking, because I am just thinking, if you haven't heard me say I'm thinking yet, that I'm going to go one up on my stencils and do a stencil, maybe that soft pink behind there, just to kind of brighten that up a little bit behind it. That's what I'm kind of thinking of doing. And maybe I'll even sprinkle in some more of that in there. Or maybe that's where I'll put some of those polka dots. Maybe I'll do a graduated color. This is me just kind of out loud figuring out what I'm going to do. So first off, if I want to have 1/8 of an inch all around the black, then I need to double that and cut 1/4 of an inch off of the black on two sides. Okay, so that's 1/4 of an inch on the black. And then for the white, I'm going to add another 1/8 of an inch on the two sides. So 1/4, then 1/8. That should give me a 1/16 of an inch edge if I split the difference. Upside down. So that should give me just that tiniest little bit of an edge, like so. Okay. It doesn't look like the black was cut right, so I'm going to do a tiny little bit more off of the white. The slightest little bit. Because I want to have the same amount all around those edges. And that should do it, just like so. Okay? Now, here are my stencils. So here's the smallest one, right? That doesn't work. Here's the second one, okay, because they line up with the same die. So here's what happened. The smallest stencil is the same size as the smallest die. All right, so that one's going to be too small. I used the second die when I cut this. So that's going to line up perfectly with the second die. So that's going to, if I wanted to stencil this whole thing, I could. That's going to fit it, so that's not going to work. So then I want to go up one more, and that is going to frame that nicely. Isn't that pretty? How nice that'll frame it. All right. So I love these stencils. They are incredible. Oop, as I shoot things across the screen or across the table. Oh, Amy said she just received her pouncers. Excellent. You're going to have fun with them. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this so that it looks even to me. All right, first thing I'm going to do is tape this down. I don't want it to move. I'm a stickler about things not moving. Flip this over the right way. You can feel it actually has LDRS Creative on there, so I can feel where that is. Now I'm going to center this. Oh, and Linda just got the glass mat on HSN. Have fun. I love it. I just know you're going to love it. You can do so many things on it and not have to worry about damaging it. Keep in mind, it is scratch resistant. It is not scratch proof. I mean, it is glass. It's tempered glass, but it is glass. So treat it as such. But you can mix your paints on it. You can, you know, if you get your, you know, any of your crafting mediums on it, you're going to be able to clean those off nicely. You know, just don't let them sit and dry for a long time. Okay. So here we go. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of going kind of that ombre kind of a look. But this is where I need to use brushes because I'm going to have that kind of gradual blending look, right? So let me grab 3 colors here. I have too much stuff up here. There we go. So I have my 3 colors. So I've got, what do I have? I have Pink Tutu, Tickled Pink. Those are the 2 colors that I used on that beautiful flower. And I've also grabbed Fandango just to get another color in there. See how it looks. Hopefully I like this when it's done. We're going to see. But I do want to have my little scrap piece here. I always have that when I'm working. Okay, now I'm doing this on Nina Classic Crest Solar White cardstock, 110 pound. It is not my favorite paper for ink blending. Okay, just so you know. So I'm going to be working this a little bit more than I normally, you know, would have to if I were using my favorite paper. And I'm going to go gently and always kind of dab it off. Getting a little bit of pink. I am going to put this light pink everywhere. Kind of gives me a little bit of a base coat. And I like to kind of tackle this slowly when I do this so that I don't overdo it. Oops. Just making circles. Okay, so I have that little bit of a base down. I'm gonna clean my brushes, oopsie. Now I'm gonna go to Tickled Pink. This one's gonna be a lot darker, so I'm gonna get some of that off of there. Because I want this to be a gradual blend.
We're only going to see we're going to only see right around the edges, right?
Yeah, you're only going to see right around the edges, but I still want it to be a nice gradual, nice soft, beautiful blend.
What is your favorite paper for ink blending?
Ooh, it is right here. Bristol. Smooth surface, Strathmore. This is fantastic, especially with your hybrid inks. It'll move like butter across here. It's really, really great. But this is my favorite. I just didn't feel like grabbing it and cutting it. I already had the Nina here. All right, so now I'm going to put some of the Fandango at the bottom. Hope I don't regret this. We'll see. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah. Okay. Going a little bit darker. There we go. That's pretty. Fandango. Now I'm going to work my way back through the colors again. Actually, let me put this over here and see if I like that. I may want to, you know what, I'm going to go up a color. Ooh, where is it? I'm going to go up to Boysenberry Blast and make that even darker at the bottom. That's pretty. I like that. So that's Boysenberry Blast. I'm using the same brush for those two, so I'm going to wipe off some of that boysenberry that I just collected. And then I've got a little bit of Fandango again, just to go up into the center, smooth that transition. This is one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things in my art classes when I was younger, I used to love, even with pencils, doing shading. I just always loved doing this kind of stuff, this shading. And just trying to get a really nice, smooth graduation of color. There we go. And now to, what did I say it was? Pink Tutu. So now I'm going to darken up my Pink Tutu and bring it all together. I think that looks pretty. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking, I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything with these. I don't know that I do. I was thinking of using my little dots, but I think that might be overkill. What do you guys think? I was thinking of putting some dots. I want to leave the white border around it, but I was thinking of putting some little dots in that pink.
I think it'd be too busy.
You think that'll be too busy? It might take away from what we're seeing here in the front. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to add the dot to dot. Okay. And it looks like that is the general consensus from everybody. No dots. Look how pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Let's give this a little wipe. There we go. Okay. Come on, you. All right, sorry, just kind of cleaning up a little bit, organizing a little bit as I go. So this is going to be here. I think that looks really pretty. All right, so that's going to go up on some foam. Got my foam roll. Got my card base. Need my scissors. I think that looks so pretty. I like it. I like it. Hey, Mikey.
I just figured something out.
What'd you figure out?
You could have left the image, the whole image, and put it on the inside of the card and cut out the arch in the top piece.
Yes.
And also the pink that you inked up there. Leave that on the front. And then when you opened it up, you have the whole
Have a
image.
window?
Yeah, you'd have a whole image though
Yeah.
on the inside, but
You're right. Listen to Mr. Crafty over there. Now, I am going to add a special little something on the inside of this card. I'm going to stamp it on the inside. Was one of my favorite little things here on the stamp set. Says so much. I think it's darling. I think it is literally the cutest thing. So I'm going to stamp. Let's make sure I have it right side up. Wouldn't that just be typical if I didn't?
Can you sign it, Love Ellen?
I like this simple little sentiment on the inside that finishes it. I'm pressing hard because I have my magnet right there. I want to make sure I make contact. Look how cute. Oh, how about this up here? Whoop. And how about if we do a very cute little sketchy heart next to it. And I'm going to do that. I think maybe I'll do it in the pink. I'm not Joan Jett, so I'm not going to do a black heart. Ha ha ha. Just a really cute little pink one. How about another one? How cute! I'm telling you, if you don't have this set, it is so wonderful. It is a fabulous all-around set. Miss you. Thank you. Love you. Best of friends. All the best. Hugs and kisses. X's and O's right here. Then we have even feel better soon. I mean, this is an all-encompassing, all-around. I mean, unless, of course, you wanted to say, like, Happy Easter or Merry Christmas, right? But this is an all-occasion set. It is so great. I love it. And there's so much you can do with it. One of my favorite sets that we have done. So pretty. Look how cute. It's just darling. Okay. So this is going to go on here. This is one of those sets that it's got a nice kind of modern look to it, you know, as opposed to like real old-fashioned or something, but it's going to, this is going to live in your craft space and be useful for so long. You're never going to get tired of this set because you're going to be able to use it so much. So I think we're going to go flat on the black. I should have done that first. What was I thinking? Okay. Did it from both angles or both sides there. Nice. Look how cute that is. And then I think I'm going to go flat on that card front too. I was going to pop it up on foam. Do I want to pop that up on foam? Yeah, I'm going to pop it up on foam. That was, you know what, stick with your original ideas. They're usually the better ones. It's when you start changing your mind and flip-flopping around that you run into problems. At least that's how I am. Go with your gut. Oops. All right. Somebody is going to get a really nice, make sure I got this going the right direction, a really nice anniversary card.
You like this card?
I do like this card.
Yeah, that's good.
Make sure I got this centered. I think I do. Looks pretty good. I gotta hurry up and write "Love Angie" on the inside before it disappears.
Not if I get it first.
There we go. There we go. I like it. Love you so, so much. So cute. I really do. I like it a lot. I could have put that up a little bit higher, but it'll work. Yay. Love those pouncers. I really like this. And you know what? I didn't line up my stencils perfectly, but I don't mind it. I like those little highlights in there because it just kind of brightens everything and literally highlights some of those areas. So I think it's really fun. Cool. I'm very happy with that. You know, I never know how things are going to turn out when I come into here. Of course, maybe that's part of the excitement, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and go forward facing again. I look a mess. You know, sometimes you can feel like one hair, there it is, it's off to the side. I can feel it coming across my face. I'm thinking that we're going to do a giveaway tonight. And since we haven't had them for a while, I mean, we do a giveaway every week. So this is not something new, but it's something different every time. So oh my God, my hair is all over the place. We're actually going to give away a set of those arches, those arch dies, because they just came back in stock. You are going to love them. They're absolutely phenomenal. It's kind of, you know, like the shape of the year too, which is kind of fun. And I got to tell you too, well, I'm not gonna. I gotta watch what I say. I can't. Yeah, I don't want to say too much too soon.
You don't want to announce something.
No, I don't want to. No, I got to be careful. Okay, so we're gonna give away this arch set. So if you haven't already, I'm gonna do a little bit of talking. But if you haven't already gotten a comment out there, that's the only way that we know that you're here. Okay, so it's the only way that we can draw your name. We're going to draw one name for the arches. I do want to let you know that we're going to start sneak peeking probably maybe in about two and a half weeks, something like that. We have a new collection that is going to be releasing on May 30th. So you're going to see it here. You're going to see it in your favorite retail stores. And so that is because we do releases on a quarterly basis. So the next one is slotted for the 30th, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So mark your calendar for that. I also want to announce that we're going to be on HSN again. That is on the 14th. You're going to look for Carol Weatherspoon. We've got a bunch of new kits coming that, oh my gosh, they are amazing. I just started getting the projects in from our designers, and wait until you see these. They are outstanding, and I will tell you, we have an amazing Father's Day bundle in there too. We haven't done one of those in a long time, and it is phenomenal. So, okay. So, all right, Mr. Hunt,
yes.
We need a name, please, for these gorgeous arches.
Oh. Sandra Carpentier. Carpentier.
What?
Carpentier. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Sandra
Carpentier.
Carpentier, he's telling me, or is it Carpenter?
I don't know. It's French. Oh.
Stop. Okay, so it's Sandra, and I don't see the name. So Sandra Carpenter or Carpentier?
C-A-R-P-E-N.
C-A-R-P-E-N.
T-I-E-R.
T-I-E-R. So Sandra, you're tonight's winner. I'm so sorry that we've slaughtered your name. I can't see it on the screen, but you're tonight's winner, and you have won these arches. So please, if you will, send us your name and your mailing address and send it to customer service at ldrscreative.com. We will get your arch dies out to you right away. Congratulations, Sandra. Yay, I'm looking for her. I don't see her coming up. Are you sure she's still here?
Yes, she's there.
Okay. Well, congratulations, and thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Don't forget, we're going to be back again next week. I'm trying to remember what I'm working with, and I don't remember what it is right now, but I know that we have it posted and we have a bundle for it. Oh, don't forget, this bundle, if you want it, is still available, but it's only available through Sunday while supplies last on this one. So, and then we'll be back next week. We have another bundle that is already listed if you wanted to join in the crafting next week, or if you just want to make sure that you got your hot little hands on one before they're gone. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be probably listing what will be. Oh no, actually, I think the one I should let you know. We do have a week that we're not going to be doing a live because I'm actually going on a vacation, and I haven't been on vacation since August.
Where are you going?
So I am. So we will be skipping one just because I won't be here, and I don't think you want to watch Alan Craft, or maybe you do. I don't know.
No.
Anyway, thank you everybody for being here tonight. It was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it. We look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great evening. Have a fantastic weekend. Until next time, bye for now.